Hello, it's a Jack again, bringing you another Supreme Commander 2 game. This one's happening live as I talk, so I have no bloody idea what's gonna happen. Although we have Dirty Lobster as, of course, Cyberin, we have Gaz and Ruffle King as UEF, and we have Dark Assassin as Aeon. Well, it's what I'd expect from Dark Assassin and Dirty Lobster. They always seem to get those factions each and every time. Random is most assuredly not random. As expected, Dark Assassin's getting up an early land factory. So is Ruffle King and Lobster, leaving Gaz in the dust while Gaz goes and gets some mass. As long as Dark Assassin and Ruffle King go for Lobster, it gives Gaz all the time in the world, but it's unlikely that will happen. At least one of them, there's a 50-50 chance at least one of them's going to attack Gaz. Hell, there's also the chance of two of them attacking Gaz, with Gaz having nothing to defend himself. We can see the mobile missile launchers coming from Ruffle King. They're already heading towards Gaz here. But if he keeps on going on that path, he's going to meet his comm. And we have Lobster and Matty going at each other with mobile missile launchers as well. They are taking the path to avoid each other's comm. Well, it's a case of who can inflict the most damage, but oh, Dark Assassin decided to change his plan on going for Lobster and decided to go for Gaz. I wonder why, especially with mobile missile launchers already flowing towards him. Ah, but he does have a bot going to go. The bot will make short work of these mobile missile launchers. It's a good way to defend against them. It won't surprise me if I see the other two turn away. Nope. Yep, there it is. There they go, but they're not gonna. That one's not gonna escape. We can see here the mobile missile launchers from Ruffle King are griefing Gaz to no end, not letting him build a radar at all. And just as I thought, that other mobile missile launcher is heading up to Gaz as well. That mobile missile launcher is not surviving either. That's all 3 dead. And the second Harvog on the go, and here comes a mobile missile launcher going towards Lobster. Lobster's only just getting a second factory up. Ruffle King has his second factory up, and Dark Assassin's just building his second factory. Well, this is why Gaz hasn't built any factories. He's got one queued up now though, but it looks like he's researched into forties. That fort is going to slowly die towards that mobile missile launcher. It looks like Dark Assassin made the right choice going for Gaz with the first mobile missile launcher. As well as Ruffle King. There's another 40 up, but it's not going to live long. I doubt he'll be able to kill anything with them. It just takes too damn long. Yeah, that 40's dying quick. He's got 4 bots ready to charge at Lobster. If he charges now, however, he is at the advantage. Lobster is an equal force. It should be interesting who's going to win this. Lobster knows he's at a disadvantage here, range wise anyway. There's one bot down. Yep, with range disadvantage it's a problem. But oh, here comes Lobster's comm to make the difference. There's 2 bots down. It's another 4 though. Here comes land from Gaz, he's finally building it. He's still trying to keep these 40s alive, but he just can't do it. Looks like Lobster's going for the counter attack here, but he is charging towards Dark's comm, as well as another 7 bots. Although Lobster has over 10 now. So Lobster's a good advantage here. We'll see how it goes. He does have 4 factors up, building a 5th. Dark's only building his 5th now. Actually, he's building his 4th and 5th at the same time here. So there's a slight disadvantage here for Dark. All Lobster has to do is charge right in and hopefully get past that comm. Here he goes. He still has to deal with the range advantage here. But once he closes the gap, it's all joy for him. It's like the comm soaking up all the fire. This isn't good for Lobster. He's focusing on the comm rather than the bots. So he's sacrificing all his bots without killing anything here. Big mistake by Lobster. That's gonna put him at a severe disadvantage now to Dark. He should have focused fire on the bots, killing them before targeting the comm, because they are the bigger threat after all. Looks like Rofo King still trying to deal with that 40. But it looks like Gaz is moving his energy out, trying to do something with it. But, nope. Yeah, that energy is not surviving. That was a foolish move by Gaz. Lobster does have another force up, but he is getting griefed by tactical missiles. And there's two forces moving in on his base from two directions here, from the right and the bottom. Lobster has a big trouble here with Dark Assassin moving into his back base here. That's a huge problem. But this time he is focusing on the bots with his force. And he's not letting Dark survive this time. He does lose all his bots, but he may be able to kill the comm here. No, I don't think he can. You're both gonna die together at this rate. Actually, with Dark microing his other force, Lobster could still has a chance of surviving here. Nope, he's doomed. They're both doomed. They're both gonna die now. Double comm bomb. Gotta love that. That's both of them crippled. Still 3 bots in Lobster's base. He manages to save his mass extractor though, and there's just 1 mobile missile launcher left. It finishes off the mass extractor. And it looks like Rofo King had almost killed Gaz's comm as well. He has got 7 mobile missile launchers running through Gaz's base. He could kill them 1 structure at a time here. Looks like Dark Assassin's rallying what remains of his forces to try and attack Lobster as soon as possible. Lobster does not have a radar, so he doesn't even see this coming. Gaz is trying to flee with his comm, but he's not going to get far. It's gonna die. But 3 tanks is not going to do it. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's one factory down in the mass point of Lobsters. He does rally his forces, but it's probably not going to help at this point. You really need that. But there's Gaz has come dead now. Well, it looks like Rofo King's the only one with research now. Gaz decides to control Kate, so that probably puts more stress on Lobster now. He really needs a speed upgrade to keep up with these Harvogs. Because these Harvogs can just kite Lobster to death. They have a slightly more range, and now they're using the factory shield as a defense. One of my favourite tactics. So the factory's going down anyway. And with the bots right on top of Lobster, he could kill a few of them, but all his bots are actually crippled and they're all dying 1 by 1 very quickly now. And that's the end of that attack. It looks like Dark's going to kill Lobster here, but it looks like Rofo King's moving out on Gaz's mass. It looks like he's going to play defensively until he gets all of Gaz's mass and leaves those 2 to fight it out. Smart move, but he could make use of those mobile missile launchers if he just moves them into one person or another. In fact, he isn't waiting around. I think he's actually gearing up to move in on the back of Dark Assassin. Hopefully he does it sooner rather than later. Looks like Lobster's going to try and make use of the factory shield this time. I think. Yep, it looks like two forces here, one main one at the front to distract Dark. Well, there's one at the back sneaks in, but it looks like Dark noticed it anyway. As Dark moves in to rally his forces. He doesn't know which way to defend first. He's got this big force up here or this small force here. Either one of them could be devastating to Dark, as all Dark has is hardbogs and tanks will outrange them regardless. Basically what Dark's been doing to Lobster is now going to happen to Dark from Ruffleking. It's all about range and kiting. Although Dark can get close if he zigzags, which is not what he's doing at all. He's also got demolishers to worry about, although there is only a single demolisher in that swarm. Dark doesn't notice it yet, but as soon as he does, he's going to just charge right in the middle of that force. Getting a few tanks here in this strafing run. But Ruffleking got a few bots as well. Well, that's going on. Looks like Lobster was charging at Ruffleking at the back here. Got some mass point and a radar. And a few tanks. Quite a few tanks. Right now, it would be in Ruffleking's best interest to charge at Dark Space, rather than chasing a faster moving force. Oh, but he combombs it, rendering it dead anyway. Now he's free to attack Dark Assassin. And it looks like Lobster's gearing up to attack Dark Assassin as well. This is going to be a huge problem for Dark Assassin now. Massive land force from Ruffleking moving in on Dark Assassin, as well as a small one moving in on Lobster. Actually, it looks like it's changed tactic and going for Lobster now. Huge problem for Lobster now, just... Oh, he can't decide. It seems Ruffleking is indecisive on who to attack, buying both of them more time. Oh. Dark's going to get in this. Looks like Dark's going to go behind Lobster and hurt Lobster. Here. And there's the afterburn. Watch Ruffleking flee. Looks like Ruffleking was afraid of a power detonate there. I wonder what research Dark's gone for. He's got the Harvogs, that leads to so many wonderful researches. Urchinows after all. Oh, but it looks like Dark's getting eaten here. The tanks just have too much hit points. Although while that's raging on, there was a small skirmish between Lobster and Ruffleking here. Looks like Ruffleking fled with Afterburn. It's going to have a hard time for either Lobster or Dark to contend with Ruffleking if he keeps using Afterburn to flee about the place. It's just not going to be easy in the slightest. Seems both players are consolidating their forces against Ruffleking. And he's also finally got his engineer up forward again to rebuild those mass points. I wonder what people are going to do. Oh, Lobster sneaking around point defense towards Dark. Dark's noticed and is moving in. That point defense is not going to get a chance to live. I say that, but it built, but it never killed anything. It got 2 shots off before it died. Not worth it. With Ruffleking unopposed to take all this massive gases, he's going to be a real trouble for either of the other 2 players to deal with. They really need to act fast now before he gets those mass points up. I mean, right now I'm not sure what Dark's been doing. My first thought is experimental, but he should have had that long ago by now. Researched anyway. Could he have stopped his factories to try and build it now, I wonder? I hope so. It would be in Dark's best interest to build an Urchinow. Here comes Ruffle King to try and stop this land force. He tries to use his Demolisher's range. He can also use the structures as a shield as well. And that's exactly what he does, but they don't last long. Although Lobster is killing a fair few tanks, the tanks do outrange him and they are hurting. And there's a power detonate killing half the force. As expected from Lobster. Not a single unit in this game can go without being suicided by Lobster. You just don't want to be under Lobster's control because, my god, he will make you suicide. He will make you suicide. Two-pronged attack from Ruffle King here, sending two small forces, but they're both going to get met by loyalists. He does lose a mass point, but it's okay. He's managed to push Ruffle King away. But it seems Ruffle King sends small armies everywhere now. Looks like Dark's going to go down the back side of the map to try and mop up. No, are we going to see a power detonate? Nope. There would really be no point in it. Only two tanks survived anyway. Dark going on the two-pronged attack now. One to the mass points. One looks like it's going to charge through and try and intercept the land force. Ruffle King does not know what to do, which force to deal with. It looks like Dark switched to tanks. He's trying to equal the range. Going to use the bots to deal with the mass points and use his tanks to charge through the middle to Ruffle King most likely. Ruffle King could use an afterburn here to catch up to Dark, but will he? Will it be worth it? Lobster with a massive force going up the back. But he did walk into a volley and half the first front line of his bots are crippled. Oh, it looks like that force defending there is dead. Oh god, everyone's moving everywhere. Slow down, slow down! Well, 5 bots got through. They can wreak havoc up there. All the while there's a skirmish going on here between Dark and Ruffle King. And even sniper bots are entering the field now. Yeah. Major skirmish here. Can Ruffle King get away in time? No, he cannot! But there was no power detonate. Will there be one here? Yes, there was. Yes, there was. Well, it seems with Lobster constantly suiciding his units, and it's going to be hard for him to build up a sizable army. Dark really needs to keep Ruffle King in the middle here with his force, so his bot army can go around the map to his base. I can see exactly what Dark's planning on doing. But he really needs to deal with that radar first. It's going to be hard to deal with all these demolishers, however. My god, do they make getting close difficult. Oh god, it looks like Ruffle King saw it and split up his force again. But this makes it even easier for Dark to charge through the middle. If only Dark will charge through the middle. He's definitely using his sniper bots. But microing his sniper bots and his tanks and his separate armies are letting his tanks get massacred by the artillery. It's not going well for you at all, Dark. It's like Ruffle King is out microing you for the moment. You try to draw them towards the sniper bots, but it looks like the demolishers outrange the sniper bots. That's horrifying. Oh god, and Lobster charging into the back of Dark, but his force did not do much. Even the power detonate didn't kill much. Just the sniper bots. Dark just can't seem to get close at all to Ruffle King's army to use his sniper bots. He's having insane difficulty in... Oh god, another force going up behind Ruffle King didn't even see it coming. Ruffle King doesn't even have a radar covering that side anymore. That's probably why. This is hurting Ruffle King massively now. Ruffle King really needs to be decisive here. It looks like he's going to split up his force and try and intercept it, prevent it from fleeing. And here comes Afterburn. Well, there goes one more factory. And another factory. Don't get too close, you'll get eaten, Ruffle King. Well, there's a power detonate. Didn't get much though. And here comes Ruffle King's army going in on Dark. My god, massacre. He's got to get... He is completely surrounded. Ruffle King is not getting away. Sniper bots on one side, bots on the other side, and tanks on the third side. But rather than fleeing, he's just charging right on through. As long as he can kill his bots, he's got the advantage. Or he can stop moving. Not good at all. You should have kept going, Ruffle King. Why did you stop? My god, why would he stop? That just allowed Dark Assassin to catch up on him. Unbelievable. Why would you stop?